So we had to remove that completely, and that had to be real quick because, yeah.
Okay, shall we do intention distractions first? Very well. I started myself. I have no distractions. My intention is just to know what we did this sprint. And after that, I can calculate how much performance we have. And also trying to make some new user stories for next sprint. And have measures about our contributions. How much hours everybody contribute in this project. These are my intentions, and I'll pass it to Forrest. How are you?
Hey everybody. My intentions are to observe and listen in and sync up with everybody and just see the latest and greatest going on with the dev team so that I can be informed. And I think my only distractions are the sound of the birds. But when I have my headset in, it's quieter. I will pass it to Mateo.
Hey everyone, no distractions. I'm available 100% for this hour. Intentions is to check the board just as Monique mentioned and see how did we do in this sprint. Yeah, that's it. I'll pass it to Mitch.
Intentions for this call, sync, hear what's going on. I'd like to know all the magic that Carlos is doing in the impact graph and what the new devs from Trace are getting up to, and talk about analytics. And then that's it. I'll pass it to Ramin. We can't hear you, Ramin.
Weird. Like you're not
Can't hear
muted,
you
but
still.
we can't hear you.
Something's wrong with your microphone.
Yeah. Weird. Okay.
And Carlos, I have no idea. I have no perspective to tell you if Carlos is a good backend dev. I think the most important thing is that Amin interviews
Now we hear you.
him and looks at his work.
Hi everyone, I was using Discord on Brave, so the microphone wasn't configured. Sorry. Yes. My distractions today are some new bugs that we have on develop that I'm working to find out how they came from. And now I'm here to see how can I help in Giveth 2. Thank you. I will pass it to Carlos.
Everyone, how are you? In terms of distractions, well, obviously my job, but I'm putting the time that I can in the project. And my kind of my goal for this meeting is to, talk about what I have been doing and what I'm going to work on next. And I'll pass it to, I think.
Yeah, do you hear me? Yeah. Hi. Sorry for being late. My intention is to be helpful. Just that. Is there anyone missed? Lauren. I passed it.
Ashley.
Hi. Cool. Yeah, my intentions are to sync up with everybody and like see what our progress was this past week. I'm also taking notes in the Notion. I can share the link in the dev call. I'm going to start taking notes in all these meetings, so that's going to be great. And I guess so, just record keeping and transparency and streaming, and not distracted. Pass it to Ashley.
Everybody, sorry I was a little late jumping in. My intention is just to sync up, see what's going on, see what's progressing with the IO team, and see where I can support and help out. I don't have any distractions this morning, so I'm here. And I assume I'm the last one. Oh wait, there's another one. Griff, I'll pass it to Griff.
Just at the time.
I'm sorry, did you guys pass it to me?
Yeah.
Is it intentions distractions?
Yeah.
I'm extremely distracted. I'm going to be grocery shopping during this call. I'm really sorry, guys. But I'm here listening. My intention is really just to hear what's going on, hear the latest. I'm always excited to see the movement, and I'm blown away at the attendance to this call. Look at everyone here. That's so cool. So love you guys, and we'll just be listening in. I'll pass it to, I don't know, Horace?
Marco.
Hey. Intentions, distractions? Intentions, getting just regular updates for the dev. Distractions. I don't know. No distractions, I guess. Pass it over to who hasn't gone yet. Please help me. All right, Monique.
Goes back to Monique, I think.
Yeah.
Monique is waving.
Thank you, everybody. I just ask Mato or
as well
here
as Mohammed,
presenting about.
And if they think that they would like to roll the dice.
Thanks.
Ready?
Or like bring them in full time.
Should we do,
I would totally support
do the usual,
that.
or where do we begin this time, man? On closed, on staying.
It's better if we can filter on, our current sprint and discuss about the, At first we can demo, have a review on or what we did, and after that we go to play.
Okay, so let's do the demo first. Let's see. Everything that is that I've been working on is currently on next Giveth.io. That's pointing to staging. You can test it out already. So did some optimizations on the loading of some pages. That's mainly this new issue that I made that is nowhere here, but I will show you later. That is allowing prefetchings of many pages. For example, if you go to this project and you are currently right here in the background, the donation site is loading, it's being loaded. So by the time that you press donate, it will load extra fast. If you remember previously, if you wanted to do that would take like some seconds. That should be like really long. But for now, that's quite optimized. So I made an issue that everywhere that I can do a prefetching in the site, I will do it. So that's like a current. Look how fast that is. Like in comparison, that's amazing for me. So, well, now that I'm here, I added the switch network. If you are not in XDAI and you have MetaMask connected, you can click the switch network. And if the user has already XDAI on its MetaMask, it will only say switch network. If you don't, then it will set up everything that is needed to set up XDAI on MetaMask, and it will change the network like that.
Do you mean if the user have to connect the MetaMask first? If I'm a Taurus user, what happened to me?
a full hiring thing. Like
in Taurus, I don't have that setup
there's
yet
this
because
weird
this
thing about
functionality is so
nepotism.
far only about Web3 in MetaMask.
One framing
so I
for
have
it,
to check
but then there's
if I do
also the other framing of like
new
having
instance of
social
Taurus,
trust and having
and
like
then change
social
it to XDAI, but
reputation at
nothing on
stake
Taurus is
in
going
some ways.
through
I think
XDAI,
that's
so
really
that
nice.
would be another feature that is more complex because we would have to change everything in Taurus to work on XDAI. Yeah, that's for later for sure. So the other big one is that I added the verified campaigns from Trace on the projects list, and I added a filter on the search bar. So I have some trouble loading here. So if you go, well, I added some filters different: the verified, the traceable, among raised that was all cards recently added, and all projects. For traceable, we have these two because I'm not connected yet to production. That's development on Feathers. So I removed the direct icon in here to go donate, and if you go to learn more or click the whole card, you go directly to the Trace Giveth campaign. This again is pointed to production, but as this project is only on develop, I didn't change the link. But that's going to work eventually when we change the that variable. What else? This one is also cool. I removed the new badge on the cards because we agreed that only projects that are at least 2 weeks old should be considered new. And the verified projects are also showing okay, in here we only have the traceable, but that are considered also verified. But it's the same for verified projects. I just have to connect to live version because that's the only place in our database that we have verified projects. So let me see to show you a new one recently added. For example, another project has a new batch because it is at least 2 weeks old at most. What else? I'm not sure what else is missing. Yeah, many of the changes are related to the optimization of some loading. I still have to do some of them. At least the one that I mentioned is the greatest one because you go here and it's a little bit faster. You go donate and it goes a lot faster. The donations table. This was completely wrong. The table was showing like more numbers that they were needed, and they were not sorted by date. That was a mistake. That's also fixed now. And yeah, let me go back to the table because I don't remember what else is missing.
And the research about the ceramic. We did lots of research.
Yeah, right. Okay, let me load the application on my local because I don't have that on what is it? On next on staying yet. Give me a second. What is that? Here. So what I did on, yeah, go ahead.
Did you share your screen?
No, not yet. I'm only loading. Not yet. I just wanted to explain before showing it because it's loading.
Fantastic. What about the Carlos? Do you have any updates?
Mainly what I have been doing has been tackling or working on issues with Mitch. Fixed quite a few things. For example, the USD and Ethereum values in the analytics that it wasn't being tracked correctly. Also fixed a few other issues. Let me see, I have it all right down on here. So fixed something related to the own. Sometimes when we were querying the owner of a project, it was breaking the code because it wasn't being queried correctly. Sometimes the project, especially all projects, have users related to them. It's probably an issue that will eventually be fixed, but so in the code we were taking the first user related to that project, but since there were no users, it break the code. So what we did is kind of select another value that we have in the project where the user ID of the owner is always present, and that fixed most of the issues. But that issue was like present on most of the issues that Mitch told me about. Aside from that, also fixed with Mateo a few things that came up with the project updates. Let me see here. That's already in production. Edit and remove project updates, and I just fixed something related to the project slug that sometimes there's like a one that is added at the end for some reason. So I guess that's when the project titles are duplicated. That shouldn't happen. I make a small change so that it's not added always, because that's causing problems in certain queries. And finally, I'm working on adding the ID from Ceramic, so that we can add kind of like user verifications, and we can have that in our database. Yeah, mainly I have been like fixing issues here and there, helping Mitch, and now I'm working on the user verifications.
Okay. I appreciate if you, I just take a look about the issues that you've been done. If you just set estimates and set the sprint tag on which card, and if you don't have any card on the board, I appreciate if you can create one.
Okay, I will.
But I can think that the issue number 114 is not done yet. It doesn't have any estimates, and for issue number 113 also have the same issue. It's very important to have an estimation about the overall job that we can do during the one sprint here. Thank you, everybody. Is anybody having another updates here? Mitch? Lauren?
Yeah, I did some stuff with Carlos, just mostly around like analytics and some old impact graph issues. Yesterday, I put in a pull request on the front end to fix the footer links.
Oh, nice.
That's it for me for updates. I think, Matteo, looks like you got your build going.
Yeah, that was kind of slow because Discord breaks my computer every time, so it was slower than usual. So I just have this ugly button in here because that was a proof of concept. I'm just waiting for Carlos to implement the backend, and after
Can anyone
that's
else
ready,
not see a screen?
No, I don't see it.
Oh, I see a screen. But it's on Welcome to Future Giving.
Yeah.
It just keeps loading for me.
It's loading.
Let me try again.
Weird. I was watching.
How about now?
Now it's loading.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Everybody seems like lying.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't have to whisper. I mute every time I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
So you can just talk normal. A lighter?
Okay. And are you there? Mehto, can you hear me?
Awkward.
Oh. How about Mateo? Can you hear us? Oh yeah, we can see you.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, we missed you so
Sorry.
much.
Happy to see you again.
I had to restart the application, but now I'm fine, I guess. Okay, let's try again. How about now?
Loading. Oh.
Yeah, great. So yeah, what I was mentioning is that I have this ugly button in here because it's just a pure proof of concept. I have to link it with the backend that Carlos is currently working on. So can you listen to me properly, or?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So the current flow is supposed to use the Treebox verification of Web2 social network services, such as Twitter, at least, and GitHub. Although it's not a social network, it's considered as a good verification so far. Treebox is going to stop working in the upcoming months. It's going to be replaced by some kind of solutions on their IDX, which is a service under Ceramic. Can have particularly to the identity. So there will be many solutions for that make use of IDX. The one that I am more interested about is self ID. This one, I hope, uh, replaces whatever Treebox is doing by checking different social media accounts and link it to a public profile, just like this. This is actually the same as Treebox, and eventually, when this is currently working, they are not even in alpha. They still have some time to work on. It's going to be replaced, but so far, Treebox is basically this, and that's the information that we are going to use. This information is not going to be wasted when Treebox dies eventually, because all of this information is going to be saved directly on the IDX container. So I want to show you this and explain all of this because that will make more sense if when I explain the flow that we are planning to do. So let's give it a second until this loads. So yeah, IDX has many other projects, but the one that is focused on identity, at least, is self ID. They say coming soon. So here it is. All of this information, I have set it up already. I work on Giveth. This is my mail. It has a lockdown here because it says that I set up rule that not everyone should access my email like that. but I have these two verified accounts, the GitHub and the Twitter account. These are the two ones that we're going to use on our backend to actually say that an identity is verified. And that's going to happen like this. We will have a button that says verify your Treebox identity or something like that. When you click on that, you will be requested to sign some pop-up. Can you see the pop-up? Because I know Discord sometimes has. Okay.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
So the 3ID Connect says this ID is requesting to interact with your decentralized identity. When you do that, if it's the first time that you use Treebox through IDX, it will tell you, okay, let's migrate all your information from Treebox to IDX. But as I did it already. There's no need to allow it. So instantly they will show us a signature request to check on your identity on IDX, and when you sign it, we have permission to access all the information that is currently on Treebox. If you see here on the console, I had access to all the information that you can see here in Treebox, and also the accounts that I am verified. This in particular is what matters right now, because then we can say, okay, this guy has verified already to Twitter and GitHub, and we have actually claims about it. That's the most interesting part. For example, Treebox makes you do a tweet about that you are being verified, and that is saved as an attestation on the container. So that's my tweet that I did a long time ago. It was in May 31st last week. And yeah, this is my DID, and all of this information is what we are actually going to save on the impact graph, so we don't have to do all the requests again. And that's it. That's the way that we are going to say that somebody's identity is being verified. This is like the fastest, most reliable way so far, because we could do the flow ourselves through Twitter, through whatever, but as we are already seeing that IDX and all of these solutions are going to be a default, so for decentralized identities, I guess that this will make more sense instead of rebuilding everything that somebody else is working on. So yeah, that's going to happen in Treebox, which all that information is going to move to IDX, and IDX will have an ecosystem of different solutions, such as self-ID, that I believe is the one that will help our purpose even better. In the future, we can consider to add some verification on with Bright ID, with Proof of Humanity, or other decentralized protocols. But yeah, that's just about time, and we have to decide how important this is, because we are not either making quadratic funding or something like that that requires such identity necessities. So yeah, that's it. I wanted to show you that flow, and that will eventually happen on your profile in here, where you can also set up your information. We are currently saving that to our impact graph. We can dish it and use completely Treebox. That's not necessary, but there is an option to do it. But at least for the Twitter and GitHub verifications, that's going to be very useful. And that's it.
Thank you. Awesome. Lots of thanks for you. And I really want to have the opinions of Marco here.
For what exactly?
About the process of integrating with 3ID. We can easily add a bottom there to ask for integration, and after that user go to their site, connect their account, we can fetch their data and add it to the profile. What we do need some kind of design to kick it off. But I want to know your opinion about the whole process and about the design. If you can help us during this.
Sorry, I wasn't following the process, and I didn't do the deep dive into that yet. So at this point, I can't give you any opinion, but I will for sure.
Thank you. So I'll reach you later talking about this.
I just want to add something. I think Matteo nailed it at the end of like what is the priority and what is the functions of 3 blocks. So for me, the function of it is really to make it so that people can make one profile and have it be there automatically. It's like saving the user a couple steps if they want to make a donation and see that their donation is on the leaderboard with their name. They don't have to do anything for us because they already have a 3 box profile from joining a Moloch DAO, 2 years ago. So that's really cool. It's a nice user flow, user experience. However, it is not really helping us achieve any of the major missions or milestones that I think we have on the docket. And I think there has been historically a lot of connection between 3box and project verification, but I don't actually think 3box really helps us verify projects. So it just helps us with individual donor identities, which is great. I think that we have a very simple solution for verifying projects, which is also very beneficial, where they just tweet, "Hey, I'm raising funds on Giveth" from their official Twitter account or Facebook account or something like that. And so I would suggest that we continue this research when we feel like it. It's fun, but I don't know if it's helping us achieve any of our near-term goals.
Yeah. Yeah, but according to have had to start integrating IO with Trace that we've already started, and about integrating the token economy. I think these are the priorities. That has more priority than this 3 bucks, and that's it, I think. But we have to have our backlog full of issues and ready to kick it off everywhere we think that we're blocking another feature or thing. It's my role to have a very clear full backlog ready to kick off.
Yeah. And the other thing with 3box, I don't know, Amin probably remembers this. They've been trying to get Giveth to use 3box for 2 years. So we could also, I would say this is almost like a outreach or opportunity to partner with Ceramic or something like that. There might be a marketing or a communications angle where we could build a better bridge. So.
I mean, do you have idea on it?
I'm not sure Amin is around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I didn't hear the part that mentioned me.
I was just saying that they used 3box was sending someone to do verification for us, right? They even partially integrated it to Trace a long time ago, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a pull request, but that at that time it wasn't complete, so we ignored it. After a long time, there wasn't any update on that, and we ignored it at that moment. But you are right. There was some tries for implementing 3box in Giveth Trace too.
Let's
Cool.
take a look for the plan for our next sprint here. I love to share my screen. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yep.
So, and I love to see if we can re-estimate these cards or bring it back to the backlog if it's not very clear for us or it doesn't have any priority. I prefer to give it back to backlog and plan for another sprint for another issues. For example, go ahead.
I believe that one, the number 46, needs to be reshaped to not only make the research about profile verification, but projects verification. I'm not sure if there is another issue talking about that, but it's quite related because listening to what Griff was mentioning, maybe that tweet flow could help us make another flow for verifying the projects. And it could be using also ceramic and that. So about that issue, if there is not already another one, we can add not only profile, but change it to project verification, which has more priority right now than this, and also needs research.
Yeah, I just want to throw out. Go ahead.
I think the plan, at least go ahead, Ashley.
I just wanted to throw out there that there might have been some confusion, but for project verification purposes, we don't need 3 boxes. Not really helpful for what it is that we're doing to verify the projects themselves. Basically, we're just asking them to make a post on their organization's social media account, and that way we can verify that they're actually a part of that organization. I don't know that there's any way that we could automate that using 3box.
Yeah. And Griff? Do you have something to add, Griff?
Discord on the phone is being weird. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Discord. I'm really sorry. I think there isn't anything to do. I would say that this project verification would be part of a larger flow, which is adding the type form, the project verification flow in general to the IO DApp. And for now, at least for project verification purposes, it's not on the DApp at all. It's just in the type form. We just say, hey, here's some autofill text. Please go paste that into your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, and then give us a link to it. And that's basically telling them, hey, I'm raising funds on Giveth, and for now, at least in the short term, it's just and Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's just going to be typed out in the type form, and they can copy paste because that's how we're verifying projects. But when we move the project verification,
We lost you again, Griff. I don't know if you're trying to talk.
So I think we can postpone these two. What do you think?
Then maybe we can
go ahead, Griff.
Yeah, you know me. Yeah, go ahead.
Would you please finish your ideas, and after that? Okay.
I put a link in the dev channel to the project verification application, the type form, in case any of you guys wanted to take a look or hadn't had a chance to see it yet. It's in the all dev channel.
Okay. Yeah, because this process is kind of manual right now, and I think it doesn't have any priority, and we can postpone these two, and I put them back in the backlog. And about the optimization, because we have to finish it in this week. Metal, is that all issues that you put in this epic is done? Is enough, or do you think you want to add something more to this?
I think that's enough. The only one missing there is the add the prefetching to every route that is possible, and that's currently happening. I think that I'll be done by tomorrow as late. But I think that's it. If anyone encounters something that should be really fixed, talking about making the app more optimal, please go ahead and make an issue and link it to it and ping me, because I check all the table, and that was all the issues that I found related to optimization.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So if you think it takes time for you during this sprint, I appreciate if you put the number and estimation. And this one, the issue number 136, I think it don't has any estimation.
All right.
Let's put one here.
Yeah, give it a 5 already. It's a 5 totally.
Okay. Shall we expect that this optimization epic ends at the end of this sprint? I think so.
Yeah, but I don't want it to say it. I want testers at least to say that the app feels more optimal, and when they approve it, I would say so.
Okay. So let's put another estimation here. Update join.qs.io. Is it a thing that's related to your Metal, or it's related to Kai?
Oh, this is on a pull request right now, so this should be fixed as soon as it's merged.
So shall I put it in the code review column?
Yes.
Information. Because it doesn't, spend the dev resource, we cannot put estimation here. But if you think that you take some resources from Carlos or Mateo, I appreciate if you can put some estimation here. And shall we update this estimation enough?
I increased it a little bit. 5.
5, okay. It's 5. It's 5 there, but 3 here. Here. So, yeah, go ahead.
Something I would like to add. Maybe not for now, but we can do that slowly. I see that all these analytics tracking calls are in every mutation that is present in the project, and I think we should move them kind of like to the background, to some background job. They don't interfere with the main execution of the code, because sometimes happens what the issue that we've been having, that is that the tracking call breaks and it breaks the mutation completely. And I don't think the analytics should slow down the code, but they should be run somewhere in the background, like in some time in the future. That way the code runs, we get the answer in our front end, then the analytics works or runs sometime it doesn't interfere with the main code. So that's kind of like an optimization I was thinking about.
Don't we have any issue about the analytics, Mitch or Carlos here?
I think like optimizing analytics. I don't think we have a car for that. I would have to create it.
I don't think there is. Use optimization, optimize for mobile. Analytics. I don't think we have. Can I ask if you please create one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Should I add it to the sprint backlog or the backlog?
Can't find anything here. So,
yeah.
Okay, we probably have about 30 story points to fill this sprint backlog. And our priority here is the optimization and, connecting these two Giveth together. But, because we don't have any design for showing the detail of a Giveth campaign, Giveth trace campaign to Giveth.io, I would love to add a card here, but we're kind of blocked. Marco said that because we had lots of change in the future, just put this responsibility to front end developer and do what design do you want to develop. And I think we have to discuss it more right now, and I don't have a user story for it right now. So, and for another integrations, let's see what we have right now here. Can anybody help me? For example, for integration with the token economy or givebacks token. Here we have lots of issues. As a giver, I want to know which projects are eligible for givebacks. Can anybody describe it? Or we can check if it's ready, we can go through it.
I already set up a verified batch, but we left it in the backlog because we shouldn't be talking about the givebacks until we actually are giving givebacks. So that's like on hold until the economy actually begins.
Mm-hmm. Marco, what do you think? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry. I'm totally distracted. Sorry.
No problem. What about what do you think about this idea? Can we just start it, or I think we can't.
I think that we can start the badge and we can start saying that projects are verified without mentioning the token.
Yeah, we have the badge already.
Yeah.
It shows up as verified, but we can't add like the hover tooltip or any information saying that you're going to get up to 75% of your donation back until that's actually launched.
So is it that clear enough for you, Metal, to start it?
Yeah. Yeah, we discussed it last week, so yeah, pretty clear.
So I put it here. And would you please give me some estimations?
One.
Just one?
No, because that's the whole the whole issue, and I'm not only there. So put it a 5 because that also implies the design and all the work that Marco made. But making the tooltip when we decide, that's totally a 1. That's what I wanted to say.
And what do you think about showing the detail of a traceable project on, just view of a traceable project on IO? I would love to.
I think we can totally do it because I noticed that we share the properties between the projects. They are pretty alike, so it didn't take me much to bring all the cards to IO from Trace. So making a page for every campaign, showing the description, the image, and maybe removing the donations, that I can do it totally. So if you go to the press view, instead of showing the 3 tabs about the updates, description, and donations, we would only show description and some kind of badge that says this is a traceable campaign project. You can go ahead to view a trace and check it out or something like that. If that's what you mean.
Great issue and it's disappeared. Okay, what estimation do you think about that issue? Yes.
3.
3. Okay, I bring it here after that, after I found it. And about the remaining things that we have here, just I want to take a look at them. Are that estimates, accurate right now, or you have to take a look and change them?
I can check it. I cannot tell you right now if they are accurate, but yeah, I can check it out completely. And also Carlos, because there are a couple of issues that are Carlos.
Okay, totally. What do you think that the remaining job from the last sprint? How much story points you have to allocate them?
But make something clear for me first, please. Is that this is still considered the same sprint until Friday, right? So we are just adding some issues for completion, or what are we doing?
Yes, I think that we have lots of issues here that is not that has not been done yet. You're in the flow.
No, but those are pull requests that needs to be checked and reviewed and merged, but they are actually done. So actually, what's missing is only whatever is in the sprint backlog. So those issues are done for real. What's actually been outstanding is the project view for trace projects, as you mentioned, the optimization part that is making the prefetch on every route possible, and that's it, I think.
I just want to
And
add
of course the
that
DID and all of that.
there's kind of a blocker as far as showing the projects on IO and Trace. I'm working on verifying the campaigns and getting like the wallet addresses because we can't use the smart contract address for their project on .io. So I just wanted to let you know I'm in the works of like collecting those addresses from people right now and getting in touch with the owners of the campaigns on Trace. So I think that that's an important thing to have before we can put them up on .io.
Yeah, we're working on it on the IO, trying to deliver it on Monday.
You're already collecting addresses as well?
Sorry, your voice is not very.
I'm sorry, is this better? Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm working to collect the wallet addresses that they're going to be using for these campaigns and projects, because on .io we can't have the smart contract wallet address. So I'm working on getting addresses from the campaigns on Trace, so that when we put them on IO, they'll have the wallet address where the funds will be going to. Does that make sense?
No, I didn't get it. Sorry. If everyone go to a project verification process, they can say where is my address. We can go through them and create just one new campaign for them. So what's your point here?
I'm just letting you know that I'm working on getting in touch with the campaigns and collecting those wallet addresses right now.
The valid address of the project owners on IO, you mean?
The campaigns on Trace, they're going through the verification process right and decided which ones were verified, and I need to reach out to the other ones and collect the wallet addresses that they're going to be using for those campaigns, and the wallet address that they would like the donations from Giveth.io to go to, because we can't use their campaign address on Trace. Or I mean, like the campaign address that they have on Trace, we can't use that on Giveth.io because it's a smart contract address. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't have any idea about it.
I can answer to that. As we are doing like the migration step by step, we began with the project cards. We are now going to show the project's information on IO. The donation can wait until then, and I also want to make some kind of bridge between whatever is going on Feathers and bring it to the impact graph if needed. So eventually, when you have gathered all of those wallet addresses, we would have already advanced on showing the projects from Trace in IO without the complete functionality. So for now, in the project view, we would show the project from Trace and say, okay, if you want to donate, go directly to the Trace site. When we have the wallet addresses and we have like the parallel version from the Trace campaign to the IO, we will make it possible for people to donate to Trace addresses directly on IO, but that's for later. So there's no rush if you don't get the addresses for this sprint. You can wait totally. That's
Okay.
not an issue.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to just give you an update on the status of that. So thank you, Mateo.
Sorry, actually, I get back to you to get to know things better. So we are at the end of the meeting. I will continue with Mateo and Carlos about closing our plan for this sprint. But if any of you have very you think that one higher priority issue, I appreciate if you can say it right now. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks for your attendance. And have a good day.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you.
See you around. Bye.
Bye.